Captain Voss, log entry 2.10. We have officially dropped out of hyperspace inside the coordinates known to reliquary charts as the blind sectors. The name is completely accurate. Looking out the bridge view screen, there are no familiar constellations, no trade beacons, and no administrative patrol routes. It is just raw, uncharted frontier void. The good news is that we successfully slipped past Director Chen's dreadnought. The bad news is that our tactical hyperjump was so rushed that our internal navigation logs look like a Vraylorian puzzle box. Chief Calder is currently down in the lower decks trying to reverse the effects of our emergency thermal suppression routine, which has unfortunately left our primary structural bulkheads dripping with condensation. Meanwhile, Ensign Brandt is trying to fish for a low-band subspace signal from the Solace. We might be safe from Chen's fleet for the moment, but out here in the dark, safe is an entirely relative term. End log.
Into the unknown. Beyond the reach of law, borders, and standard bureaucratic oversight, the rogue vessel Stellar Horizons drifts through the absolute silence of the outer fringe. On the main bridge, the air is thick, warm, and completely saturated with moisture. The overhead bulkheads are actively sweating, sending large rhythmic drops of water plunking down onto the console panels. Dr. Moreno is sitting in his auxiliary chair, wrapped in a massive, bright orange emergency space blanket, aggressively holding a portable hairdryer over his primary medical terminal.
I want it explicitly stated for the historical record that if my diagnostic motherboard shorts out because we converted our primary military vessel into a municipal steam bath, I am going to resign my commission and open a smoothie stand on a tropical world.
Milo, wiping a thick layer of condensation off his sensor screen with a damp towel.
Look on the bright side, Doc. My skin has never felt more hydrated. Of course, my primary long-range scanner is currently under the impression that we are flying through a giant interstellar cup of chamomile tea, but, progress.
Shh, stepping onto the bridge, his boots squelching slightly in the damp carpet.
Milo, stop analyzing the beverage profile of the sector and tell me if our low-band comm board is functional.
Shh. Milo, snapping back to attention, throwing a quick salute that sprays a small droplet of water off his fingers.
Yes, Captain. The subspace receiver is clear of Chen's interference out here. I'm currently sweeping the lower frequencies for the Solace's encrypted signature, but the background cosmic radiation is heavy. It's like trying to find a single specific cricket inside a hurricane.
The turbolift doors slide open with a wet, squishing sound. Chief Calder steps onto the bridge, her expression a mix of profound operational exhaustion and lethal intent. Behind her, she is physically dragging Jax by his belt loop, his pockets clinking loudly with raw, metallic items.
Captain, we have a situation in the secondary machine shop.
Joe sighs softly, rubbing his temples.
What did he do this time, Calder?
Junior Technician Rennick didn't just look at the ancient maker interface beneath the monastery, sir. He actively harvested a 6-inch crystalline processing node from the secondary power housing before we boarded the sled.
Jax, beaming with pride, pulling a glowing, multifaceted blue crystal out of his jacket pocket.
It's a geometric power regulator, Captain. Look how it pulses. If I wire this directly into our galley's primary food replicator, I am 80% sure we can get it to make real, authentic Texas barbecue instead of that gray nutrient paste.
Calder, staring at Jax with eyes like laser cutters.
If you connect that ancient, multi-dimensional alien artifact to our kitchen appliances, Rennick, there will be no warnings. I will personally launch you out of the garbage chute while we are traveling at sub-light velocity.
Stellar Horizon's voice echoes from the ceiling, sounding completely intrigued.
Actually, Chief Calder, Junior Technician Rennick's unauthorized acquisition possesses a highly compatible mathematical matrix. My subroutines are currently experiencing a significant processing optimization just from having the artifact present on the bridge.
Calder slowly looks up at the ceiling.
Don't you dare take his side, Stellar.
Suddenly, Milo's console erupts into a series of high-pitched melodic chimes. The thick layer of condensation on his screen flickers rapidly as a gold-tinted data stream begins to overwrite the static.
Captain, I've got them. It's a secure point-to-point handshake. The Solace is broadcasting on the ultra-low band.
Signal confirmed, Captain. It is Solace.
Put them through, Ensign. Clean up the audio as best as you can.
The holoprojector flares to life, cutting through the humid air of the bridge. The image is highly unstable, dancing with green static lines, but the sharp professional silhouette of Commander Ralph Jorn stabilizes in the center of the room. Jorn's voice is static-heavy, but his tone is urgent.
Stellar Horizons! Voss, is that you? We've been scanning this sector boundary for the last 2 hours. Our fleet historian said you took a blind dive.
We're here, Commander. We took the western flume route and punched through their cordon. We are currently sitting inside the blind sectors, dealing with some minor humidity issues. How is your side of the line?
We managed to slip deep into the Maker Fringe. The Solace is using its living camouflage to mimic a local asteroid cluster, so Chen's scout ships have completely overshot our position for now. But Archivist Lethos just finished decoding the secondary data logs from the Frontier Relic.
What did he find?
The Warden wasn't just warning us about a localized event, Voss. The convergence isn't a collision of our two planets. It's an awakening sequence. The ancient lattice network isn't just a cage. It's a lighthouse. And the lock you threw down on Vrylor Prime just lit the pilot light.
Before Voss could question the commander further, the main view screen of the Stellar Horizons flashed with a deep, bass-heavy purple resonance. Out in the absolute darkness of the blind sectors, miles away from their current position, an enormous crystalline structure, miles wide and completely hidden from standard astronomical charts, slowly began to unfold its geometric arms like an opening flower. Natalia Hart was staring out the viewport, her jaw completely dropped, her datapad slipping from her fingers.
Captain, my sensor board just exploded with raw energy readouts. That thing out there, it just turned on, and it's looking directly at us.
The voice of the Warden, vibrating softly through the ship's golden bulkheads, cold and absolute.
The pilot light is lit, line bearer. The outer dark now knows exactly where you are hiding. There is no turning back from the path.
Voss slowly draws himself up to his full height, staring out at the giant, awakening structure.
Well, team, it looks like space bureaucracy is officially the least of our problems.
The purple light of the ancient beacon washed over the bridge of the Stellar Horizons, casting long, dramatic shadows through the damp air. The crews of the line were no longer just running from their past. They had officially unlocked the doorway to the end of everything.